parents are always going above and beyond for their children. Our next guest took that to extreme by literally saving his son's life.
Lewis Morlan has lived with kidney disease since he was 11 years old, but wouldn't accept an organ donation from any of his family members. Then last year, he became dangerously ill. So his dad secretly registered to be a donor and discovered he was a match.
Well, Lewis and Scott are now both in good health after the transplant and join us in the studio. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Great to see you both here this morning. So, I mean, let's start with why, Lewis, you decided that you didn't want to take a transplant from one of the family members with a donation.
I guess I was really worried about family. I wouldn't want any of my family to go in for a major operation or anything bad to happen to them. Obviously, having brothers and a sister, it's a worry for them as well.
But, of course, they would have all been desperate to try and help you, to try and improve your health.
Of course, equally, they all wanted to help. They all wanted to get tested and see if they could donate. But, again, I was reluctant. I really didn't want to see any of them come under any pain, even if it was to help and save me.
Which is why, Scott, you then went and did it so secretly.
Absolutely, yeah. It can be very headstrong.
Sounds like you can too.
I wasn't taking no for an answer.
Yeah.
So, absolutely not. No. So the minute I found out and he got dangerously ill and they started dialysis, I registered to try and become a kidney donor. And the first thing they said to me is I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis in 2006. You can't be a donor. So I wouldn't take no for an answer there either. And extra tests, 4 months of tests. And in the end, it turned out I could. It was just skin sarcoid. Everything else was fine. So
you did the whole thing secretly without him knowing.
Absolutely.
And is that because you knew how anxious he was about putting you at risk, causing his family discomfort?
Yeah, there was...
You wanted to take that pressure off him?
There was a lot of things. I wanted Lewis to focus on his health and getting better. Also, they did say to me when I started the process, at any time we could find something wrong with you, so you won't be able to donate. And I didn't want to give him false hope. Like, you know, I could be his kidney donor and then all of a sudden, at the last minute, I'm afraid you can't do it. So it was tough. Keeping it. Only a few people knew, you know, my partner, my boss, a few people that I had to tell. But yeah.
And what was that moment like then, when your dad sits you down and he says,
incredible.
I've got something to tell you?
It was
absolutely incredible. So on that day, I actually had a procedure to have a line put into my chest for hemodialysis. The previous way failed, so I had peritoneal dialysis before. That was no longer effective. So I came home, I was very tired, I was in pain. I had my first hemodialysis session, so I just wanted to sleep. But I arrived home and my father was there, and that's when he told me the news. So it was incredible, absolutely incredible.
So you're going through a sort of painful, shattering experience and treatment to hear that there was a potential solution, despite the fact it was this solution that you were so scared of, the one that you had been sort of resisting for such a long time.
I think after everything I'd gone through, I'd gotten to the point where I just wanted a kidney. Yeah. I just wanted to get better again.
He was really down, getting really ill, and I think it was the perfect time. I mean, they told me on the 9th of April, and me and my partner Cass, we rushed straight over there, and he wasn't there. He was at the hospital. I'd avoided all his dialysis sessions because we were in the same hospital, same coordinator, who had been fantastic, by the way. She was brilliant the way she did things. So it was a lot of rushing in and out of different rooms, checking he wasn't there on the day to get it all done. So I didn't even know he was up there having dialysis that day. I wasn't aware.
I imagine it's added a whole new layer to the father-son rows with, I gave you my kidney, well, I didn't ask you to. You know, there's a whole new thing there that goes on.
His birthday was on May the 16th. We had the operation on the 8th of May, and I thought they could just put it back one more week. That's his birthday present, isn't it?
There you go, forever.
It got you out of it, got you out of any more expense. And how is your life better now?
It's absolutely incredible. Before, when I was going through, obviously, renal failure, I was exhausted, all the time exhausted, felt very poisonous inside. So I had no quality of life, at all. So pretty much when I woke up from this operation, regardless of being quite drowsy from all the medication, I felt like a new person. And since recovering, I could start 8 o'clock in the morning, work through the entire day, and by the end of the day, I feel like I could do it all again. I don't feel tired. I struggle falling asleep because I've just got an abundance of energy.
So Lewis is thriving. How about you, Scott?
Yeah, I'm doing OK. My energy levels are coming back. To begin with, you know, obviously I've got one kidney and that needs to, it'll enlarge, it needs to start working for 2. We only all need one kidney. I mean, we should all do this. I'm on a living donor site on Facebook, and I've got so much advice off people there. You know, you're going to be tired, you're going to be this, you're going to be that, and it's right. But, yeah, your energy levels are coming back. I'm feeling great. I went back to work on Monday. I had my first run at the weekend. I like to run. So it's all coming back. It's brilliant. I'm starting to feel great. And more importantly, to see my boy well again, it's worth everything. Every bit of pain, every bit of tiredness, everything. But, yeah, it's great. It's brilliant.
And you can start thinking about the future as well and planning for what can be now rather than what might be.
Most definitely.
It's just amazing. What a wonderful story. It's been
Thank
lovely
you.
to meet you both. Thank you
you
so
so
much
much.
for coming in
One
and
time
sharing
when
it.
see, dads do know best.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's what I want
agree.
the message to be
I
to
can
my
agree.
children.
Finally, you'll agree. Lewis, Scott, thanks for joining us.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank
Cheers.
you.